Now I'm going to write a simple line following program, nothing fancy, nothing serious, just something that works most of the time anyway. So at this moment I've got a kit, the extension kit, Microbit, so I'm going to go, and you can see Microbit.com is connected, and there's upload, so we are ready to go, but this is the wrong program. So we go to extensions, go to kit, and click on Maqueen, and we say yes, we are going to change, and then voila, we got this little thing for the Maqueen robot, because we are going to work with the Maqueen robot. Now great, let's go to our controls, because we are going to wiggle on the line, so the robot will do something like this all the time. And that means what we want to do is when the robot senses, the two little IR sensors at the bottom of the robot sees black, it will go straight forward. If one sees black and the other one white, then it will turn one way, and if the other one then change around, then it will turn the other way. So this is how we're going to do it. So let's go to controls, and we want an if statement that we can expand on. So that one shows us we can expand on an if statement like that. So we click plus, and we click plus, and we click plus. So we've got 3 if statements, and we can get rid of the else. So if, else, else if, and else if, that's good enough for now. That's what we want. The next thing is we need comparison. So we're first going to have a boolean. So there is a boolean, and that's what we need for this. And then comparison, and we're going to use equal and another equal one. So because we're going to put a comparison on each side of this thing. Now the tricky part of this thing is to get it in the right sequence, because it's a little bit tricky to fix this thing in the right all the things, because they are stacked together, they are sort of nested. You need to put them in a certain sequence, else it does not work very well. So let's go to Maqueen. We go down here, and we are going to see if we can read left line tracking sensor. That's what we want. We want left line tracking sensor, and we want to get that left line tracking sensor in one of these little comparisons. There you go. See, that's what we want. And as I said, it's a little bit tricky to get it in there, because it's full of it. There we go. We've got another one in, and now we need to get these nested ones in there. So I'm going to move this thing down here and see if we can do that. Pop it in, come on, pop it in. There is a point that it and that also happens, and then you irritate yourself with it, and then we put it back in again. So let's do this. Come on, it's sort of very irritating. I mean, it should be very much easier than this to do this thing. There we go, we've got one in, and I want to move that one. And now we're going to try and get this one in there, and voila, we got it. Oh, but it's on the wrong side. That's not where we want it, on the hand side. Okay, now we've got left line tracking sensor equals 0. So we can, okay, if 0 is the high number for black, so 0, and this one is black also. So if those two see it, then we're in business. So I'm going to take this thing, because it's a royal pain to make it, and duplicate it 2 times. So I've got 1, and we're going to duplicate it another time, because we're only going to need this comparisons. And then I'm going to take this thing and put it in there. There we go. So our first one is okay, and then the next one I think we will do if it sees 1 light and 1 dark, and then the other one light and dark. So we flip them around, and then we've got our 3 comparisons going there. That's what we want. Okay, great. Now we've got the basic stack of the program. So next, motors. We need to start putting in the motors. So let's go to robot move left, motor forward. Okay, motor move forward. So motor left, move forward. Motor left, move forward. We're going to take this one. Motor left, move forward at speed. I'm going to slow it down to about 100. You can use the and then let's go motor right. We're going to change this to motor right. We just make it motor left, and motor right move forward at 100. There we go. So that's the first move. So they go at same speed forward. Good. Next one, motor left, and again motor right. We put them in, and the last one I'm going to stack them first, and then the motor left and motor right. So we've got basically the whole program here. Now we're in this one. This should be 14, and this should be 14, and this should be 14. So we've got left line tracking sensor and right line tracking sensor. There you go. Both motors move forward when you see both black. Now if you see one black and one white, let's change the power settings to 100, and that means I want to turn, so I'm going to stop the one motor, so like 0. And then the other one I'm just flipping around, so this would be 0 and this would be 100. And that is a very simple line tracking program for us. So the next thing we want to do is to just make it look a little bit more interesting. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see there. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put it in there at forever, and now we display all the lights, and we can display different colors if we want. So I'm going to display all the lights. Let's say what color. We can, let's do yellow. There we go. So that program will follow line, and I'll show you on the video that I made with this specific program how it follows a line. So the next part of this is it's connected to COM15. We just click upload, and there it goes. It's uploading onto the Maqueen or the Microbit, and then you can plug in the Microbit and the Maqueen, start the robot up, and it will follow a line. So I'll be seeing you guys in a moment when I